Well, apparently my storage was full. So I went through and oh, sorry, it got turned off. So, I don't know. My storage was full. And like I was saying, Ronda Rousey had a baby. And I don't know if this is going to fulfill her. I just hope she's able to find peace within herself without having to have a title. In my opinion, I walked around with a hole for a very long time, and in my personal opinion, it's not going to happen. I think that the only way that hole is going to get filled for her, because she's had so many titles and books and movies and all that, I think the only way her hole is going to be filled is by Jesus. Really. She's had ample opportunity for everything else, and I think she needs to find the Lord. But again, that's just Connie's opinion. So, well, my final person. If you've been in America during 2020, you know all about COVID, but you also know all about this person that has the most decorated gymnast with 32 medals to her name, and she goes by the name of Simone Biles, and her name is synonymous with mental health. All right, I gotta do my eyes, because I know Shakole's waiting for me to do my eyes. So, as most people know, she took off because of from the Olympic competition, which left a lot of people saying she wasn't mentally tough enough, or she abandoned her teammates because of she wasn't mentally good. See, in 2016, fellow teammates came forward, all right, about the sexual abuse at the hands of this wonderful man named Dr. Larry Nassar. There were over 150 gymnasts. 150 little girls that the parents entrusted to this freaking man who took advantage of these little girls. Okay? Simone was one of them. All right? Out of the 150 girls that finally came forward of this he was a little freaking man, of this man, all right, Simone, believe it or not, Simone was the only one still competing, okay? So she had the pressure. Of being around the coaches and all the other staff. So she was dealing with having to be around these people who still continued to back this man up. Okay? Because you know how naysayers are. Oh, was this really going on? Are you sure? He was such a nice guy. Oh, I can't believe he would do that. Are you sure? What did he do? Are you sure you weren't? I mean, come on, you know how the questions go. It's not an immediate, well, let's get him. You know, pitchforks and torches. It's always like, But he's been around for so long. Why is it just coming out now? You know, we always have to give the benefit of the doubt to good old Dr. Nassar. Why wasn't this plastered all over the freaking news? Why wasn't there newspaper articles everywhere? You know, why isn't Sports Illustrated putting out all kinds of articles about him? The New York Times, the Daily Post, you know. Why? Why did we only hear about him until Simone Biles came forward? You know? Where are all the other upstanding gymnasts from past, present, future talking about this man? Warning all the future gymnasts. This is what you need to be aware of. This is what you need to do. This is when you scream, blah, you know? Where's the Me Too people? You know, all these actresses doing this whole Me Too movement and saying, okay, gymnasts, be part of this Me Too movement. Y'all worried about Harvey Weinstein and all these other people. Grasp these little girls in leotards up and say, come join our movement. Y'all are so self-centered and want to deal with, you know, whatever. I mean, come together. Women are women. Come together. And you know, speak together. More voices together. Don't be like, oh, okay, we're actresses. We're going to be over here. We're gymnasts. We're going to be over to here. Come together. Let your voices be heard. What would Ruth Ginsburg say? People make me sick. So, anyway. So, she fell into a deep depression. Okay? I mean, she had to face these people. She had to do it all on her own. You know. So, what'd she do? Like most depressed people do. She went to sleep. Literally, she went to bed. Because she thought going to bed was the closest thing, and I quote, closest thing to death without harming herself. Because she had to fake being strong for so long. Because she had to fake being tough. Not just for herself, but for the world. Because she was carrying that torch of being USA, 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 USA. You know what I mean? And I've spoken to my sons, Marvin and Quentin, who both of them were athletes. Well, Quentin still is an athlete. And they know the pressure of being sought out. We're in the position of making or breaking a win, you know. It's all on our shoulders. Everybody's looking at us this moment. It's all on us. What are we going to do? The clock's ticking. We can either win the game or it's all of us to lose the game. I've seen tears of joy, and I've seen long defeated faces of, I've ruined it. And I felt their pain. I'm their mom. I felt their pain. Having that pressure, you know, they didn't have the world on their shoulders, so, you know, it was tough. So, you know, she was dealing with, I mean, the whole country is looking at this girl. You need to win that gold for us. You know, you've got the American flag tied around your body, and you better bring back that gold. We ain't doing nothing but sit behind our TV, but you, little girl, better bring us back that gold. So, it's a tough thing for her to deal with. I wouldn't want to be in that position at all. And so she had to fake it till she could make it. And, it was very, very dark time for her. She began to see a therapist, and she had to admit, that she was suffering from depression. She was suffering from sexual abuse. I mean, the first time she talked to her therapist, she didn't even talk. The whole therapy session, she didn't talk. Not one word. She started seeing her therapist once every 2 weeks. She can, she continues to shine. The world continues to see her through these monumental achievements. But we see her, and they don't see the crippling thing she goes through, the physical and mental anguish that she goes through. They just see her as like a, I don't know, like a working, I don't know what I'm looking for, a working vessel for the American yeehaw. They don't see this young girl that every day struggles mentally and physically to keep it together. I mean, because mental health works on you socially all as well as did I say socially? I meant physically. Works on you physically. And the sexual abuse. I mean, I don't get the right words, and I don't really hold back on what I say, but sexual abuse works on you sexually also. Sexual abuse messes with you sexually. Okay? It can mess up your sexual drive. It can mess your whole sexual groove up because somebody messed with you down there. So if you want to, it can mess up your whole, you know what I mean? And that, that's a lot to think about. That's a lot to think about. That's a lot for your partner to think about. And every time you have a partner, you've got to explain that to them. That's not a conversation people want to have. Oh, you got to take it slow because when I was 10 through 14, this doctor took advantage of me, and, so I don't like this, I don't like that, and I mean, even if you're waiting till you get married, you need to have that discussion before you get married. I mean, I don't know. I don't, and that might run a man off. I don't want to deal with all that. She's damaged goods. I mean, he's a pig if he says that, and maybe don't want to deal with a man that even thinks that way. That might be a good thing, to get rid of him, but, it's just, it's, I mean, sexual abuse, well, I'm not going to get into it because that's going to be a topic that I completely talk about at a whole different date. I got so many topics already, and people are suggesting topics. If you have a topic to suggest, please let me know. But she's been crippled. She has really been crippled. She's been crippled by weakness. She's been crippled by fear. She's been crippled by abuse. She's been crippled by depression. Thank God she didn't go into alcohol or drug abuse. We thank God for that. Her mother raised her to be it's her grandmother that raised her, because, you know, her mom had her own dealings, and her grandmother adopted her and raised her in a very Christian home. And she said if she didn't have the Christian faith that her grandmother raised her in, she would never be where she is today. And she said that having to carry a strength so strong, it could have only come from that one true God that she was raised in believing in. So she's very thankful for that, that her grandmother raised her in that capacity of knowing one true God. So we're thankful for that. We're thankful for Simone. She is, like I said, she's a spokesperson for mental health. I'm very happy. My highlighter came off. I'm very happy that she took a stand last year at the Olympics. What happened basically with her is when she went to do this particular vault, there was a disconnect. She said you have to be 10-10. 10 mentally, 10 physically, come together. And when she did that vault and she didn't come together, she said that's a recipe for injury. And when she didn't come together, we're talking about a woman that does a vault that was so hard, they didn't even know how to rank it. This woman had a vault that was so hard that they almost weren't going to let her do it because there wasn't a vault in comparison that the other gymnasts could do, which is so freaking wrong, okay? I'm sorry. You can't do that? Then that's against you. And this, in my comparison, was, okay, if LeBron James can outshoot the other players, does that mean, LeBron can only go to 40 shots because nobody else can go more than 40, so once he gets to 40 points, he has to stop shooting? No, you're not going to do that. But then I did hear that LeBron can't be MVP anymore because he's got more MVPs than anybody else. That's a crock of baloney too. But anyway, you know me, I'm all about opinions. But, so they weren't going to let her do this one vault. Well, when she did this vault and got the disconnect, and she only got the bronze, it wasn't like, I'm going to quit because I only got a bronze. No, she knew she was going to get hurt eventually because this little piddling vault that she did, she couldn't get it together. And she knew, I got to stop because I'm going to end up hurting myself. So that's what happened. It wasn't like, I got a bronze, nanny, nanny, boo-boo, I got to quit. No. I'm messed up in the head. I gotta stop. So, okay. Well, I'm like at 45 minutes now. And, Shaquille, I kind of cheated. This is really like 4th grade eye makeup right now. I promise you soon I'm going to do eye makeup with like glitter and all that kind of stuff. I really promise. I'm going to have to go through my videos and like delete some stuff. I don't want to start doing something really fancy and then end up not doing that. Please forgive me, Shaquille. I promise I will do something good. I'll put the little bit of makeup that I did in the comments. Again, please like and subscribe. I will appreciate it. Tell your friends. I'm not sure what depression genre I'm going to do next. It may just be depression in the Black culture, because I've been reading a lot about that, and the stigma that goes around that, the inability to find good health care in that area, the stigma in the Black society about looking for good mental health care. Again, to those of you that don't know, my name is Connie Mendoza. I'm out of Pennsylvania. And again, I will quote Michael Phelps. It is okay to not be okay. And a live person to text, if you're not feeling okay, text the word home to 741-741. Suicide prevention is 1-800-273-8253. And I'm going to find out if the 825... Oh, my phone's recording. I think the 8253 is help, but I'm going to find out for sure and let you know for sure. I enjoyed talking to y'all today. And comment down below anything you want, anything you want to hear me talk about. I have opinions about everything. Okay? Race, religion, addiction, adoption, marriage, divorce, separation, LGBTQ, question mark, anything. I love to talk. And I'm really getting a hang of this. So, have a great day, everybody. Stay blessed. Stay happy. Wear a mask. Don't wear a mask. It's all up to you. All right? God bless. Peace.